Cleveland, Ohio, Browns GM Andrew Berry said Deshaun Watson will start December 4th in Houston, the first game he's eligible, despite the fact that Jacoby Brissett has been everything the organization had hoped when they signed him. It's been great to have him back in the building, Berry said of Watson at his bye-week press conference on Wednesday. He's been focused on working on himself. He's stayed in great shape. He's been a part of the meetings. He's done everything and more that's been asked of him. We'll be excited to have him when he can continue to ramp up football activities and get back on the practice field. Watson was permitted back at Browns headquarters halfway through his 11-game NFL suspension on October 10th to participate in meetings and strength and conditioning workouts. He's been training with his private quarterbacks coach, Quincy Avery, during the ban. He's getting the work that he needs to do to get prepared, Berry said. He said the Browns are confident that Watson will be ready to go because of the good work he got in during the offseason and training camp. He can begin practicing with the team on November 14th and will be reinstated November 28th. The suspension stems from up to 30 massage therapists alleging sexual misconduct during appointments. Watson has settled 23 civil suits and has 2 pending, including one filed 2 weeks ago. We spent a lot of time with Deshaun in the spring in camp and bank a lot of good reps during the time, Berry said. That being said, I don't think that our approach isn't to really any quarterback, but certainly with the time that Deshaun has had off to expect him to shoulder everything. Caesars Sportsbook Ohio pre-registration pre-launch offer sign-up bonus $100 bonus plus Cavs ticket lottery claim offer. That's not necessarily how the team is designed or, put together. I don't know that would be a fair ask for any quarterback. In a couple weeks, we'll be in that world where we're getting him ready to play and we'll handle it appropriately. He indicated the offense won't change significantly when Watson returns. Everybody realizes that can look a little bit different when Deshaun eventually takes snaps under center, Berry said. That being said, the core package of the offense will be consistent. That is not to say that there may not be modifications based on his skill set, but I don't think that transition will be quite as challenging as maybe some are anticipating. He said he can't control the outside perception that Watson will save the now 3-5 season. With 3 games left for Brissett against the Dolphins, Bills and Bucs, the Browns are in 3rd place in the AFC North. That's not really our mindset, he said. Our mindset with him is when he's available and back, we'll welcome him back and get him ramped up appropriately. Until that point, it's really a focus on the guys who are playing and obviously at the quarterback position, getting Jacoby prepared to play and putting our best foot forth against the upcoming opponent. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell said at the league meeting last month that Watson has met all the terms and conditions of his suspension, including undergoing treatment for his pattern of sexual misconduct, and is on track to be reinstated. His first game will be against the Texans, who traded up with the Browns to draft him. He will have the final 6 games to help the Browns make the playoffs, including 3 division games. He indicated that the most recent civil suit against Watson by a massage therapist accusing him of sexual misconduct hasn't changed the Browns' view of his situation. Like we've said from the beginning, all the legal situation with Deshaun, we understand that that's gotta run its course. And, obviously let Deshaun's legal team speak for that. Watson's attorney, Rusty Hardin, told Cleveland.com last week that the 26th civil suit was nothing but an extortionist shakedown and that text messages from the plaintiff seeking more time with Watson after the alleged incident demonstrate that. Cleveland.com reached out to the plaintiff's attorney for comment. As for Brissett, who's coming off of his best game of the season in Sunday's 32-13 victory over the Bengals, Berry praised him profusely. Jacoby has been everything that we had hoped when we signed him. I think that he has given us an opportunity and more to win the game in every one of his starts with maybe save the exception of one. We knew that he was a special guy in the locker room from particularly his time in Indianapolis navigating the 2 years with former Colts QB Andrew Luck's injury and then ultimately his retirement. He has been an excellent addition to our organization, and we couldn't be happier with what he has provided the team so far. Play the Cleveland.com Pro Picks Challenge for a chance to win prizes. Get the latest Browns merchandise. Here's where you can order Cleveland Browns gear online, including jerseys, t-shirts, hoodies, hats and much more. Kareem Hunt remains with Browns as trade deadline passes. Bengals rush defense has rude awakening and lost to Browns. They outplayed us. How Myles Garrett, Sione Takitaki and the rest of the Browns defense graded versus the Bengals. How Jacoby Brissett, Amari Cooper and the rest of the Browns offense graded versus the Bengals. Browns seem to do everything right against Bengals. Takeaways from Monday Night Football. Who do fans think is the best NFL player between the Browns and the Bengals? Jacoby Brissett, nobody's giving us a chance, and that's okay after rout of Bengals. How Myles Garrett and the Browns beat Joe Burrow and the Bengals again. Orange and Brown Talk Podcast. Myles Garrett made it fright night for Joe Burrow with a monster game in blowout of Bengals. Greg Newsome too says Browns had Bengals game circled after feeling disrespected. We had to shut them up again. Browns running back Kareem Hunt uncertain of future after strong Monday night performance against Bengals. Browns dismantle Bengals on Monday Night Football. Browns treat their fans to a 32-13 Halloween night thriller over the Bengals to improve to 3-5 and snap their 4-game skid. Grade Kevin Stefanski's coaching performance against the Bengals. Poll. The Browns just own Joe Burrow. What they said on social media after the Browns beat the Bengals. Why Evan McPherson's missed 47-yard field goal was the turning point in the Browns win versus the Bengals. What a night for the Cleveland Browns as defense dominates, offense runs hard. Terry Pluto.